You're doing everything, cold emails, seller calls, financials, and still feel like nothing is moving. I've been there. Let's talk about something real. The whole journey of buying a business, it can feel like building a startup from scratch, even though we say we don't like startups. You're setting up systems, building deal flow, structuring offers, and still no momentum. So if you're feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or like this whole thing is just not moving, this one is for you. Because in this video, I'm going to share exactly what I do when I feel stuck and reset my mind. Because we all get there, including myself. Hey, this is Nandor, and I'm actively in the game right now, buying my first business. Buying a business is not a 2-week game. This takes time, and what people don't tell you is the early stage feels like a startup. You're setting up systems, you're learning to value deals, you're sending emails, making calls, talking to sellers, and sometimes nothing happens. No offer, no traction, no response. And that's where most people quit. But what I have realized is the ones who win are the ones who stay focused on just 3 things. Because feeling stuck usually comes from one thing. You don't know what to do next. You got 75 open tabs on your browser, 14 things on your list, and 0 momentum. I have been there. And every time I catch myself in that moment, I zoom out and I ask, what are the 3 most important things that actually move the needle to help buy my first business? Create your deal flow. If I don't have leads, I can't make moves. So I got to go back to basics. Postcards, cold emails, cold calls, broker calls, LinkedIn outreach, and even Google searches and using your network. 1 new deal a day keeps you sharp. Second, you got to talk to sellers. It doesn't matter if it's the perfect deal or not. Get on the call. You build reps. You learn what the real owners sound like. You learn how to spot red flags. You learn how to build trust fast. These conversations teach you how the game works, especially with off-market deals. And third, you got to make offers. This was my biggest challenge. I would have the call, I would get excited, I would think about the deal, then I would freeze. What if it's too low? What if I offend them? What if I lose a deal? And now, I just make the offer. Most of the time, I give sellers 2 options. One, with SBA financing, they get most of the cash up front through a bank loan. And one, with seller financing. They get paid overtime, but usually make more money overall. Either way, you got to make a move. You're not here to make everyone happy. You're here to buy the right business. And that's it. You need deal flow. You need seller meetups. And you need offers going out. Because deal flow is your lifeboat. If you don't have deals coming in, you will feel stuck constantly. One seller ghosts you, it ruins your whole week. So here is what I do to avoid that headache. I pull fresh data every week. I send cold emails. I send 500 handwritten postcards a week. I reach out to 10 new brokers if I have no deals using loopnut.com or bizbuysell.com. Lastly, I send about 100 new connection messages on LinkedIn for CPAs, wealth managers, and attorneys. Because if I'm not creating deals, I'm just waiting around. And that's when doubt says hi. If you're just getting into this game and feeling overwhelmed, like you've got a million questions about valuation, deal structure, or where to even start, I got 3 books for you that really helped me. The first one, Buy Then Build by Walker Dybel. Perfect book if you want to understand the why and how behind buying a small business instead of starting one from scratch. Second is Main Street Millionaires by Corey Sanchez. This one dives into the playbook Corey uses to buy boring, profitable businesses and how you can find your first deal even with limited capital or experience. And third is HBR Guide to Buying a Small Business. Super technical, helps you walk through the steps from sourcing to closing with frameworks and questions you can actually use. Start with those. They won't answer everything, but they will save you a ton of time and confusion in the early stages. So if you're watching this and you feel stuck, I get it. You're thinking about everything at once. Valuation, outreach, funding, brokers, SOPs, financials, CRM. Let me simplify it for you. Find deals, talk to sellers, make offers, and repeat. That's the game. Everything else you will learn it by doing it. Read books, talk to smart people, and watch content like this. But most importantly, keep going. Thanks so much for watching. And if you're stuck or overwhelmed, I hope this gave you a clear way forward. Just focus on what actually moves the needle. Drop a comment below and let me know what's the biggest thing that's been holding you back lately. Hit like, subscribe, and stick around. I'm documenting the real-time process of buying my first business, the ups, the mistakes, and the wins. I am Nandor, and I'm the Biz Buyer, and I see you in the next one.